All right. Hey, how's it going, everybody? I need 1 second before I start this because if anybody joins the chat and it says anything, I need to read it. So I need to get it on my phone because I'm not gonna be able to look it on my laptop because I'm using my laptop for this. That's the gist. But I was thinking about it, and a lot of people come in and they see me as a Ryan main, and they're like, "What's your favorite skin?" or "What's the best skin? What do you think of this skin? What about this?" So I just decided, I was like, you know what? Just to save myself some time, I'm gonna make a Reinhardt tier list. All right, and you probably already saw it in the thumbnail. That's it. All right. Do I need to explain myself? Yes, I need to explain myself. That's why I'm making this and I'm talking about it. So, for anybody who hasn't seen the thumbnail, which you probably have, this is it. This is the tier list. All right. I used some tier maker thingy. All right. I had to add a ton of skins or a couple skins. There's a couple that I still missed even, but like I just didn't even care about putting them on there. I was like, it's kind of a waste of time. But this is it. This is the list. All right. And I don't remember the name of all of them, but you go from top. You have Imperious Reinhardt, you have Raynor Reinhardt, you have the 2020 Atlantic All Star skin, Conductor Reinhardt, Regular Reinhardt, Balderike, Dragor or Drugar, whatever you want to call it. Excuse me. Steelheart. I think it's Paragon. Copper. Griefheart. I think that one is the green one. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot about. I did this. All right, let's start. Let's start. Yeah, I read all these ones already. Okay, this is my arrow because I can't show you my cursor. By the way, Blackheart, and that's the top tier skins right there. I'd say, and then in the C tier you got Festive. You got the oh no! I clicked on the wrong thing. Give me a second. All right, there we go. I got the football one, the stone one. I don't remember what it was called. The Overwatch 2 skin, Crusader one thing. That one. Right here. We got the Cold Heart. Give me a second. I don't remember which one this is. Okay, this is the not Viridian. It's the other one. Give me a second. I'm actually gonna go onto the game and look at some of these skins because I have most of them. Oh, I missed one. Oh shoot. I missed two. Oh, I missed three. I'll have to add them in here somewhere, but I'll tell you where I add them in. I could probably get images of all of them too and add them in as we go. Actually, I should do that right now, shouldn't I? Oh shoot. All right, let's go over this and then I'll get them because there's three that I missed. The only things I didn't include in this list, other than those three skins, obviously, are the like Atlantic all or not Overwatch League skins. Those are the only ones I didn't get. But right here we have the I think this is the brass one right here. This is Viridian, which is the like mint green one. You have this one, which is Bloodheart, and it's like in a second I can read the name off right now for you. And the Stoneheart is Stoneheart, and that one right there is Lionheart. It's Lionheart. So that's Lionheart. Don't remember the name of that one. It's not Guan Yu, it's the other one, but I can't see it right now, so it doesn't matter. It's in the F tier list for a reason. It sucks. This one's the blue one, which is like the basic one. This is the camel one. I don't know why it looks so crappy. Like it looks so good on my computer, and then I got it in an image and it looks like dog water. And this is the Overwatch one, or whatever it was called. That yeah. And this is the Guan Yu one, which is the worst skin that he has. So that's why it's last. And these obviously go from left to right, left being better, right being worse, and they go down the tier list obviously. I need a second real quick here, guys. I need to get the three skins that I missed because I completely forgot that they even existed. So, apologies about that. I will be doing that right now. Excuse me. I just said excuse me to my microphone. Cardboard Rhine. Rhine. N. Images. Come on, give me something good. Boom, got one. Just take that down, throw that right there. Boom. What else do we got? Minotaur. Minotaur. I think it's the correct way to say it, but yeah, whatever. Boom, perfect. Got a nice looking skin for it. Go, boom. Minotaur, and last but not least of the three that I missed, actually definitely least. That one's got somebody's name on it, which makes no sense, but okay. I'll just have to pick another one, okay? There we go, got it. Oh, but this is like a Snapchat one. What the hell? How about this? This one again? Yeah, that's good. All right, cool. Let's add that to my thing. All right, and we're back. Hey, what's up? I'm gonna throw these on there. Boom. There you go. That's one of the ones I missed. I'm not gonna place them anywhere yet. Okay, these are like the three that you're getting like actively from me. All right, and they're all newer skins too. So that's cool. This is the image I got because all the other ones were terrible. So yeah, there you go. I'm trying to make it like the same height, so if it would let me click on it, thank you. There you go. That's that one. Demon Lord. And of course, we got the cardboard one. All right. So there we go. Those ones aren't ranked yet, but I want to explain the ranking behind this because I don't think people will get it. But I am going to put those in. But when looking at all these skins, I kind of thought to myself like two things. One, which one looks good? Like it's pleasing to look at, you know, like there's not any like eyesores with it. And anything with an eyesore immediately had to go either C or below. Just immediately, no matter how good it looks with the rest of the skin. Like if you have a problem, like one issue with your skin, it has to go in C and below. That was one thing I had held myself to. So everything above that does not have an eyesore, which is nice. Two, I thought like what skins are genuinely like well made, or not like well made, but like you could tell like they just had a little bit more effort put into making them than the other ones or something like that. Like, you know, obviously some of them are just really crappy. Two, which one I would rather pick and play as than the other one. So that was probably the main thing. Like, which one would you rather play as? You know, and considering this is my list, obviously, like I'm gonna put things that I play as higher up, or ones that I would if I had type thing. So that's also another thing. But yeah, and some of them have cool future features, so they go up higher also because there's two of them on this list that have really neat features that they have that like all the other skins don't have, which is why they're in S and A. And there's only two of them, but you probably know which ones they are. But yeah, so on. There's also another one B tier, I guess. But if that didn't give it away, I don't know what will. But we're gonna start at the bottom, all right? Because I think that's the best place to start. Because actually, ooh, I should probably place these. Should do that first. All right, first let's start off with Minotaur. I think Minotaur, ooh, it's actually a rough one. I think Minotaur is actually an A or an S tier skin. I'll put that up there. It's a good skin. It looks good. It's nice. I'd pick it over most things, and frankly, it's a good looking skin. Okay, which is awesome. Cardboard. I actually, ooh, oh, why did I keep clicking on the wrong thing? I don't know why. Don't ask. But boom, cardboard. I would put cardboard in an A or a B, but I think I'm going to put it in a B just because, frankly, I don't know how to explain it. It's a nice skin. It's cool. It's neat, but it's different. Like all the other ones are serious. There's serious tones to them. This one's kind of more jokey, so I think it should be more around the middle because of that. And Demon Lord skin. I don't know if I want to put it up high because I don't like it personally. But in terms of like being well made, like it is a well made skin. Oh, it's a tough one for me because I don't like it. I have it, but I don't really like it. You know, and I understand people like it. Demons freak me out, man. Okay, it's like not a lot that freaks me out in this world. Demons are one of them. But if I had to go off of what other people think, I'd put it in A because people like this skin. You know, which this isn't their list, so I need to think about that. I think it's subpar. I think it's a shitty skin. You know, as far as like look wise, like it's got like a freaking old Dutch beard, and it's just like it's kind of just ugly. It's ugly to look at. It's an ugly skin. You know, not very much is appealing about it. Yeah, I okay. You know what? It's bad. It's bad. I'm gonna put it. If I had to put it exactly somewhere in this entire list, I would probably put it middle C. So I'm gonna put it in the C category. So there we go. That's the addition of the three skins that I missed. There's another one that I missed. I think it's a Summer Games one, but I don't really care. I'd probably put it in C as well. So if you're asking about that one, that's where I'd put that one. I tried to get all of them in this, and like I really thought about all of it, but yeah. To be exact, I would say Minotaur would probably be where it is exactly at the end of S tier because it's a great skin. It really is. It's just not better than any of the other ones up there. It really isn't. Honestly, you could put it in A and argue with me about it, and I'd completely agree with you. I'd just agree. It's a good skin, but it's got to be somewhere up there, and I don't know exactly where it is. Cardboard, it's a little different, but I'd say it's good, although it's different. So I wanted to put it, I'd put it more in the middle, but I'd put it up higher. So I'd probably put Cardboard if I had a list against every other skin and like where I would play with it. I'd probably put it above Griefheart or Copper, either one of those two, below Paragon. Yeah, so it'd probably be right in here area. Minotaur would probably stay there, and Demon Lord I'd probably put like right here. So, or maybe right here. Maybe right here. I don't know, somewhere around there. But like, yeah, I'm just trying to leave out biases, okay? Trying to, for like a little bit. Because I know if I had my biases, like my S tier skins, everybody would be like, holy shit, that's terrible, you know? And I don't want that. Because like, if I had to go by personal favorites here, it would definitely be Imperious, this one, Conductor, Copper. I would definitely throw up Festive. I love that skin. I don't know why. It's a favorite of mine. And like, yeah, I put Festive down lower because like it's not as amazing as the other ones. But so far, I'd say that's how my list is looking. End here. All right. And now I'm gonna explain the reasoning behind every single one from the bottom to the top. All right. So where do we have to start? But Guan Yu, the ugliest skin ever in this game for Rein. I know people like it and they're like, oh, it's got a different weapon. I don't care. It looks like shit. It's ugly. It's so ugly. I can't explain how ugly this skin is to you guys. And even the weapon looks terrible. I get it. It's like a pole arm or whatever. And it's like got jade on it or some crap. But it looks terrible. It looks horrible. I don't know. Like the beard looks bad. Like it's way too long. You know, like I get it's supposed to be like for Chinese New Year or whatever. But like I don't like it. I don't like anything about it. It makes him look weird. I think any skin that has his head kind of popping out is pretty bad, with the exception of Conductor. Like if you notice anything about this list, you'll see that every single one of those skins that has his head out is below the BC line. So yeah, and it's just the worst out of all of them. Like the knuckles look weird. They look like coins. Like it's just ugly skin. I don't know. And then like you got the green with the black and you got the gold. There's just too much going on and it doesn't look good. So it is the worst skin for Reinhardt ever. Okay? And if you disagree, don't care. You're wrong. I'm right. That's how it works out in the end of the game. All right. Next skin that we got, Lieutenant Wilhelm. So this is like the Overwatch 2 skin. Or not the Overwatch 2 skin. It's like the Overwatch skin. Like him when he was in Overwatch or whatever the hell that means. And frankly, it's like the basic skin, right? But they took his helmet off, one, which is stupid because for some reason they just don't make it look good. And they don't put it in correct, I don't know, coloration. But like it's kind of cool. I guess you can make an argument for it, but the only reason you'd ever wear this is if you really gave a shit about like the game. And like the story and the lore. That's the only time I could ever see somebody wearing this, because anybody who picks up this game and looks at this skin will be like, that's dog shit. Just like I did. Because it is. It's just blue, white, yellow. Like it doesn't match. Nor is it even contrasted, so it's just terrible. So that brings us to the second worst skin. And the third worst skin we got is the camo Rein skin. It's just ugly. Like, I get it's supposed to be like the German military. Like, it makes sense, you know? But it's ugly. It's ugly. Anything with his head popping out. Like, if you put a helmet on him, like a camo helmet, like, it would go higher up. You know, it would just look better. But you didn't. You didn't put the helmet on. You just have his head out there. Like, dude, you're supposed to be like soldier guy. Soldier guys, guess what? They wear their helmets, all right? This guy's, like, not that. Plus, it's just the basic skin, but they just make it look worse. You know, so third worst skin. Too much wrong with it. And then we go to the fourth worst skin I got, which is the Cobalt. All right, which is the blue generic ass Ryan skin, right? And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay because it's the regular Ryan. Like it doesn't look terrible, but out of all of the other ones, okay, it's the worst looking one by far. Okay, like even the Viridian green mint one, in my opinion, looks better. I don't know why. Like you just look at them all, like take all four of them, put them down, look at all of them. Which one looks worse? Okay, there's a clear worse one there, and it's the blue one. It just looks like somebody just threw a paint job on him and was just like, dude, this is sick. And it looks terrible. It looks horrible. And we'll get to the other ones because they're all bad. Okay, except for one of them. But we'll get on to those ones. Next one. This one. I got to remember the name of it, so give me a second. I have to look at it. Wu Jing. Wu Ying. Something like that. All right. This skin is just, I don't know. It looks ugly. It's boring. There's not a lot going on. There's no like sporadic colors. It's all like neutral tones. It's weird. He's got the Zenyatta balls around his neck type thing. It's not flattering at all, which sucks. But it's just boring. It's boring. Not a lot going on. Just kind of worthless of a skin. And frankly, it deserves to be at the bottom of the list because it's so boring. Next one we have is Lionheart. Okay, the gold version of Stoneheart. Now this skin's not bad. Okay, it's not terrible. I think the royal colors I just genuinely don't like purple and gold. Like I get it, they're royal colors. That's the whole point behind it. But I think it looks ugly. It does. It especially on this. It just looks bad. I don't know why. Like for some reason his head is like tucked in there, so he looks all weird. It's just not like I get it was the OG cool skin in like beginning of Overwatch. Like I think they released it a couple months in, but like it was cool back then, but now it's just not cool. It's not cool. Okay. If you think it's cool, more power to you, I guess, which sucks because it's not cool at all. And I can't believe I don't think I've ever seen anybody wear it. I think I watched one guy wear it, and that was at the beginning when I started playing. But it's ugly. And now let's go to Bloodheart. Okay, the worst looking one out of all of those skins by far. It's just trash. It's trash. And it was released after Blackheart, so it's even worse to think about how they made it worse than you could. Like you had Blackheart, which is kind of like neutral zone, all right? And then you went worse. Like you didn't go better. You went worse. Like I don't get it. Why would you do that? Why you gotta be an idiot? But I don't know. Just the orange and then like the red just looks terrible. Too much red going on. Too much of one color is always a bad thing. But this like overdoes it and makes it look terrible. Like you could make this skin look good, but you'd really have to try. Okay, with the coloration, it's not very good. It's not very good. And that's why it's in the bottom of D tier. Okay, it's not horrible. It's not the worst. Okay, like anything in F tier. But it's not bad. Okay, it's not bad. So it's going to go there. All right. That brings us to our next one, which is Viridian, which is the third worst of the regular basic ones. And I know people don't like it, and they're like, it's minty. Ew, it's minty. Oh my gosh, it's minty. Dude, I like mints, okay? I like green. I like mints. It's neat. Like, yeah, I'd say out of all of them, it fits the least, so you could put it lower if you want. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't, honestly, anything below the C line or below the B line, I don't really care. Actually, yeah, I'd say C line. Everything below the C line is just bad. Okay, there's reasons for it to be bad. It's just bad. So Viridian, I don't think I've ever seen anybody wear it, but frankly, I like it. It's a neat skin. It's cool. It's cool in its own little way. Like if you think about it in a different perspective, it's kind of cool. And then that brings us to Brass. Brass kind of looks like it's gold, which is, it's cool. It's a cool skin. It looks good. It's an improvement, okay, from the other ones. So I'll take that. You know, it's nice. It's not terrible. It's nice. It's just not the best, okay? And that's okay, because there's a lot of skins on here that are just not the best. But that's, you know, you got to have a lot of losers to have a couple winners. That's the goal, all right? So that brings us to the next one, Cold Heart. Now, before anybody sits there and says, what are you talking about, you fucking psycho? Okay, I hate you, Gronarg. I can't believe you. everything that's wrong with this world is you and your tier list, you idiot. Okay, before you say that, okay, hear me out. Everybody who sucks at this game at playing Ryan wears this skin. And you can't change my mind about that, because every single time I go against somebody wearing this skin, I immediately think I'm going to beat them because they suck. And then guess what? Guess what? They do suck. It's amazing. It's every single time, like, you're the first person coming to this game, you're like, oh, it's a little cheaper, I'm going to buy this skin, and it looks cool, and that's going to be sick. Well, guess what? It sucks, and you suck, and that's how it's going to be forever. So if you wear this skin, just know you're grouped in with those people, and or you are those people. So, yeah. Out of every single skin on this tier list, I'd say this is the only skin I've ever went up against and said, I'm going to tank diff that person immediately. Like, don't even need to think. It just happens. And then it happens, and I'm like, wow, look at that. Crazy. Imagine that. Plus, there's also a negative about it that, like, you see the head, like the hitbox? You see that little head thing? Like, look at this, okay? Look at this image. You see that little tiny head of blue? Guess what that is? A target. And your enemies can see it too. And out of all the skins, which one has a target on the head? Just look, glance over every single one. Which one stands out to you? Oh, that one. Okay, big shot. We figured it out. That's the worst. Just, if you wear that skin, you're just bad. Okay, it's cool, but it's bad. And honestly, I was thinking about this, and honestly, I'm going to change this around a little bit. I'm going to put cardboard up here, and I'm going to put this one right here. And I think they actually deserve to both be in those slots. So I'm just changing that up for now, and it's even more even, so it looks perfect. But all right, we're moving to our next contestant for the C category. We're off the D and the F, okay? We have officially defeated the worst of the worst skins and why they're the worst of the worst skins. And honestly, you should all be proud. We made it past it. And if you use any of those skins, I'm sorry. You just... something's wrong with you, dude. You got to figure that out. Because it's not good. Really not good. Don't use those. Don't use those. If you have any of those and you're using them, I recommend you switch. That's just my humble opinion, because out of all these, there's the okay, there's the really good, and then there's the really bad. And anything in D and F is really bad, and there's reasons behind it. Just all right. Move on. We're going to the next one. All right, and that would be the Crusader skin, which is like Reinhardt from the video. Okay, which it's cool. It's neat. Okay, it's got cool armor. You know, you got the Griffin, or I think it's a Griffin, Falcon, whatever you want it to be. It doesn't matter. It's kind of neat. All right, and plus, if you watch the video, it's even better because you're like, oh, it's sick. But the highlight of this entire skin is by far the weapon. Okay, the hammer is the only cool part about this skin. It's so cool looking. It's spiky, you know? Like, you could imagine somebody getting hit by it and you're like, damn, that would hurt like hell. And that's why it's good. Okay, it's the only reason it's not a shit skin. Because other than that, it's okay. Like, the armor, it's just kind of basic. It's like, it's got feathers everywhere. Like, okay, cool. You know, he's got a freaking, what was it? Soul patch. He's got a soul patch, you know, which is that little piece of hair on your chin that you keep, which looks terrible. All right, so that's why it's lower mid section, okay, of skins. It's just bad. I don't like it very much. It's okay, I guess you could say it's okay, but it's just, yeah, it's on the bottom of the okays. Next is Overwatch 2 skin. Okay, the only thing neat about this to me, or cool, or anything interesting, and why I'd be interested in this skin, only reason is because the hair and the beard. That's it. But I hate the armor. The armor looks like shit. The only interesting, cool part of the armor is there's like two like cores on top of his back, which kind of look neat. Okay, like if I'm ever playing this skin, I'm literally playing it just to see those two cores on the top of his back because they look kind of cool. All right, that's the only thing I'd say they improved upon from the first skin. Other than that, they just regressed way too much, and it looks like shit. Like, he looks weird. He doesn't look like big, strong man. He looks like tubby idiot from a cartoon, which I hate. So that's why it's bad. But if they took the original skin, right? Original Reinhardt, okay? This one, the one in top A tier, all right? And they gave him that hairstyle, and they put those two core things on his back. it would look so much better. Like, it would be an improvement instead of a regression. All right. So that's why it's worse. It just looks terrible. All right. Next one we got Stoneheart. Okay. The better version of the other one. And that's because the coloration fits. That's why it's good. Or okay. It's not good. It's okay. That's why it's an okay skin. All right. Because it's an improvement. Which is, it's interesting, you know? Because it's just the colorations, like it's rock, you know? Like me personally, I look at that and I'm like, that's pretty cool. You know, like I don't really give a shit about like the patterns on the back. Like this is the skin that I aspired to get when I first started playing the game. All right. And when I got Overwatch 2, guess what? This was the first skin I used for Reinhardt because I remember when I was younger, I was like, I liked that skin back then and it still looks good. So I want to get it. And I did. And I played with it for like a week because it's okay. And there's better skins out there. But that's why we're going through the list. All right. And we're making it to the top. Now, against my better judgment, going into the top of C tier, we have Gridiron. Right? I think it's Gridiron, right? Yep, Gridiron Ryan or Gridiron Heart. It's something. It's something. I don't like the hammer. Oh shoot, give me a second. I don't like the hammer that they have for it at all. It's the least interesting part of it, frankly. Like it's a trophy. Like, oh, okay, cool, neat. It's a trophy. But like, imagine hitting somebody with a trophy. It's nowhere near as effective as a freaking hammer or an axe or something else that's just better. By the way, to go back to Bloodheart, the only good thing about it is the axe, but it's still bad. So yeah, but I digress. It's okay. It's like yeah, yeah. It's like it's yeah. That's it. It's like yeah. That's pretty much the gist of that skin. It's like yeah, you know, it's a football guy. Neat. I mean, I played football for multiple years of my life, and I never looked at this skin and was just like, wow, I really want to play that because I don't. And I don't care about it. It kind of looks like shit, which is okay, but it's kind of shitty in a weird way. I know a lot of people like it. That's why I put it a little higher up here. But I personally just, there's not really any redeeming qualities about it other than it makes you feel like you're tackling somebody when you pin somebody. That's about it. So it's a feeling, you know? It's a stigmatism or some shit like that. I don't know. But to go into the top of C category and to get out of the bottom tier of all the skins, all right, we're going with Festive. Why I like Festive, you may ask, and I will show you. Okay, we're gonna get out of this real quick. Let me just cover up every single one of these real quick. All right, now look at Festive. You see Festive here, right? Neat skin, very niche, very interesting. All right, but the hammer looks like shit. Okay, but I want to show you the redeeming quality of this character. You ready? Oh my gosh, it all matches and it all looks amazing. Look at that. Look at that. The gold matches exactly. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that cool? How many heroes in this game have a gold gun that actually works with the outfit? Okay, how many? How many? Number them. Exactly. You can't number them because you're wrong. All right? So that's the only redeeming quality of this. Plus, it's the only one with an open helm on the top that kind of looks decent. It just does. Plus, it's the old armor, another redeeming quality. It's just, you got the green lights, you know, it's festive. You got the bells on your freaking shoulder. Like, it just looks good. It looks good. By far, one of the better looking mid skins. And frankly, I like it a lot. But you need the gold hammer to go with it. If you don't have the gold hammer to go with it, it kind of looks crummy. So it's just that's why. That's why we got that. And I highly recommend to anybody who decides to get that, make sure you have the gold hammer. Otherwise, it does not look nearly as good. Then I'd say it looks crappy. But if you have that and you have an emote, just try it on. All right? Tell me what you think in the comments. But yeah, I just had to show that off because frankly, it looks good. It's really good. And there's only two. I tell you, there's only two, maybe three with Lionheart, but we're not going to count that because he's weird looking. It's in the bottom tier of this for a reason. But there's only 2 Reinhardt skins, right? One at the top of this list, obviously, in S tier, and that one where the hammer or axe, scythe, whatever the hell you want to use it, actually matches with the gold, and it looks good. There's only like 3 skins in this entire freaking character that look good with the gold gun, which is terrible. I agree, but yeah, that's where we're at. Now we're going up to the next level. All right, we finally made it into the next half, boys. All right, we're in the top tier, and we're going to talk about skins and why they're good. All right. Now to start this off with the lower end of good skins and kind of like mediocre, yeah, whatever skins. We have Demon Lord Reinhardt. Why is he good? I don't know. Okay, frankly, he doesn't look good on his own. He just looks like shit. You know, his fists kind of look cool. I'll give you that. The fists of the character look decent, which is okay. And also, I highly recommend to anybody who's like watching this, like go into like Reinhardt's skins and just scroll through and see what I'm talking about if you can. I mean, I could pull, actually, you know what? I could do this. Give me a second. Where is it? Boom. Okay, it kind of covers it up. It doesn't matter. All right, I want to show the importance of this. You're going to see that stuff in the middle, but that's okay. We got right here, all right? Demon Lord Reinhardt. Okay, you can kind of see it. His fists and arms kind of look decent. The shield also looks pretty cool with the ram horns. Like, that's pretty cool. But the positive of this skin is the hammer. It just looks big and bulky, and I like it. Okay? Let's take off the gold real quick and go back to it. Yeah, see, it's just big and bulky, and it looks good. For a hammer, it looks good for Ryan, and I dig it. So, yeah, that's why I kind of put him up into the top tier, is because of his hammer. It looks really good. They did good with his hammer. Other than that, it's just, I don't like it. Freaking old Dutch devil man, like, okay, cool. So scary. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's whatever. Next skin, Blackheart. All right, I actually don't own Blackheart, believe it or not, which is weird because a lot, and by a lot, I mean every single streamer, or not even streamer, just person who made videos of Overwatch 1 originally had that skin, and they'd play on it, and it was like the pro skin or whatever, and it was pretty cool back then, but like now it like kind of wore off for me. Like I don't really care about it. Like I remember Reinforce using it. If you know who Reinforce is, like they actually probably do if you watch any Overwatch League. He's like a Comcaster or whatever, so maybe you know who he is. But yeah, that's where that skin goes. I also like how they're all kind of even and it makes sense with all these. And like I could accurately describe why they should be there. But I mean, I could go through every single one, but that would take this like an hour. And I'm not doing that. I'm trying to get this under like 40 minutes, which we're already like itching up to that level. So that's pretty awesome. Give me a second. All right, there we go. But yeah, Blackheart, not bad. Not terrible. Not amazingly overwhelming. The axe sound is awesome. It's awesome. Okay. It makes a different sound when you hit it. So if you have any of those skins, try it out. See the difference. Excuse me? Excuse me, I had to burp real bad. But let's move on. Blackheart, lower B, I'd give it. Now we got this one. Now most people, oh my gosh, what was that? I don't know what I ate, but geez. I have to take a sip right there. Okay. Whew. What is this one called? Griefheart? Okay, 1, because of the story, this is cool. 2, I like earthly tones and like earthy stuff. Plants, stuff like that, covered in moss. It's cool. All right. In its own way, it's really cool. Plus, the hammer is like some of the best shit. Okay. Like for both of these skins, it looks freaking phenomenal. All right. But Griefheart, I think, was the second legendary skin I ever owned. So just amazing. Amazing to look at. Great skin. You know, if you see somebody with this skin, you know, they have some taste. Some interesting taste. They like plant-covered things, which is okay. But it's not nearly as good as the original, which we'll get into later. But that's why it's there. You know, it's a good skin. It's big. It's bulky. It's hulking. Kind of looks like the Hulk now that I think about it. Hammer. Awesome. Big, giant hammer. Love it. Good skin. It's a good skin. Next, we got Copper. And that is by far the best one of the reskins there is. It looks good. Plays good. It's nice. It's cool. It's warming. It's comforting. It's just, it's there, you know, and it's a top tier good pick for anybody out there who's new. I highly recommend you play Copper because if people see it, they know, you know something. All right. You're up to something. You're smart. And that's why you like that. Getting into the top section of B, we have, I think it's Paragon. Give me a second. Yep, Paragon. Which, frankly, out of all the reskins of the original model, it looks the best. It's better than Copper. It's better than all those ones. It's the best. It looks real good. Just the white, it's so clean. It looks nice. You get the blue tint a little bit. It pops. All right? And popping is good. Except for it doesn't pop too much. Like some of these pop too much, and those suck. But this one, perfect amount of pop. And that gives it the top of the B tier. And I would highly recommend getting it if you still can. I don't know if you can still get this skin, but if you still can and you want to get a really cool Ryan skin, there's one of them. All right. You can't go wrong with it. He looks like a glorified royal stormtrooper. He looks great. Love it. Looks great. All right, next we got cardboard. All right, and I'm going to tell you why I bumped this up a little bit, okay? Because I was thinking about it to myself, and I was like, you know what? Because this had such a different thought process behind it, I think it deserves to go higher. And guess what? It does. All right, and there's two reasons for that, okay? Two main reasons. One, we're going to start off. It makes you realize how large Reinhardt actually is as a character. Like, you see all of his armors, and then you realize, oh shit, he's just a big fucking dude. It's not all armor, it's him. You know, the armor's just around him type thing. So it kind of puts it in perspective of the character for you. Two, the difference of thought process, like the footsteps, like the different sounds, like it's neat. It's really cool. Plus, it's a different take. You know, it's a more fun, lighthearted take on Reinhardt. And frankly, need more of that. It's cool. I dig it. I'll take it any day of the week. I'd wear this skin, okay? I have worn this skin a lot. It's a good one. So we're throwing it up in the A category. All right, next one in the A category, we got Steelheart. By far the best one of the axe-swinging fellers. And frankly, it's just a great skin. It looks good. Plays good. We're going to show it off here real quick. Give me a second. Let me just get rid of all this stuff for you. Hold up. Wait a minute. Stop. There we go. But it looks perfect. It looks perfect, which you needed to look perfect because all those other ones look kind of bad compared to it. Like, just compare this to any of those other ones and you realize, like, damn, it looks good. Although it's modeled after a bat, which is okay. All of them are. But yeah, I mean, maybe it's because I'm biased and I like Xbox stuff. And it's kind of the Xbox colors. Maybe that's why I like it so much. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But I think it's a phenomenal skin. Truly. Just look at it. Look at it. In all of its glory. It's amazing. Priceless. Crazy good. That's my opinions on it. But obviously we have to move on. It's a good skin. Plus, by the way, I already said this twice, okay? But if you weren't listening, this axe, if you go into the shop, or not even the shop, I'll actually do it at the end of this video just to show you the difference. Actually, you know what? I'll do it right now because I have to prove a point. All right? We're going over here. Wait a sec. Oh, yeah, by the way, Overwatch League stuff's coming up. But we're going to the practicing range. I'm going to show you the difference between all this, and you're going to hear it. All right. First, let's start off. Oh, yeah, we got a festive equip still. Listen to it. Hear that? Alright. Keep that in your mind. Now we go Steelheart here. Now just listen. Doesn't that sound good? Huh? So that just knocks it up back into A tier because one of these skins had to be an A tier, and frankly, that's the one to do it, and I'm happy it was because it looks good too. But there we go. Let's get us back in here. Bam, bam, bam. All right. Sorry about that little intrusion of time. Okay, but had to show that one off because it's such a good skin. All right, excuse me. I'm back to my list of skins to look at while I explain. But yeah, there you go. There's the explanation behind why that's an A tier skin. Looks good, clean, nice, sounds awesome. A tier. A tier stuff right there. And it didn't just get there because it thought out of the box. It's the same as 2 other skins, but it's just better. So much better. Like, undoubtedly better. And that's why it's an A tier skin. Next skin. We got Dragor. I'm showing that off on my thing right now, trying to look at it. I'm going to give you an elaboration on it as we talk about it. I think I'm going to do this for the last couple of skins, all right? Because I have them all. You know, I can show. But boom, look at this. Like, it looks cool. You know, he's big, he's purple. It's kind of like the Minotaur skin where it like shows off like the character more than like the armor that they're wearing. So I dig that. Plus, like, you know, it's Norse, you can tell. It's got like wood all around him. He's got a chain on his back that jiggles around. Like, it's just a good looking skin. He's got a shield as his shield. Like, that's sick. Such forward thinking from them. Plus, the axe. Look at it. It is gorgeous. Okay. Look at it. It's great. Like, every single part of this axe looks nice. And honestly, props, because this is a great skin. I remember thinking this would be my skin, but it wasn't. So that sucks. But still, like, even the arrows, like, look at the fine details. They jiggle. They jiggle. Those ones don't jiggle, but these ones jiggle. You know? Like, it's all around cool looking skin, and it's earned itself an A seat in my book. All right. Let's go back and look at the next thing. All right, next skin after the Dragor, which is an A. Baldric. Wait a minute, what the fuck? Sorry, switching everything around on me. I don't like that. Baldric. We're gonna go into this skin a little bit more than the other ones so far because there's a good reason behind it. All right, just look at it. It's peak. Even if you didn't even watch the cinematic, it's big. It's hulking. It's got a big giant ass hammer, which looks fucking sick, dude. Look at the claws. Look at them. Those are like bear claws. Those are awesome. You know, the bird like theme, I guess, is okay. The griffin, like it's okay. It's neat. The colors all go well together. Look at, he's got little tassels right there to show his rank and how much of a badass he is. Look at the fur. The fur looks dope. It looks dope. You know, and just it's got gold in it. Oh, it's a great skin. Great skin. And honestly, I'd say it's a baseline for the top tier skins. Okay, if you have a skin that's better than this, perfect. Awesome. Love it. Can't get enough of it. But if you take all that back, it's a baseline. Okay, because it's not the best, but it is definitely up there for sure. Now, to go from that, we got our next skin, and definitely top of the A tier. It's the OG skin. You love it. Everybody loves it. It was the original and will always be the original, and it's always going to be the best. You have it, the original Overwatch 1 skin that came out with it. It looks seamless. Seamless, okay? Just look at it. Give it a slow turn here. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. You looking at it? You looking at it? I'm looking at it. You're looking at it. It looks great. Boom. Like, it's just, I don't know. It resonates a different way, because every single time you think about Reinhardt, you think about this skin right here. If you don't think about this skin right here, what is wrong with you? Okay? It's it. It's it, man. It's it. Okay? It's it. All right. Where are we at next? Boom, we're at top tier. All right. We're going to the Minotaur skin. All right. And honestly, this skin is the better version of the Dragor skin. All right. That's a good opinion, I think, to have. It just is. It's good. It's a good skin. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing like too fucking off the walls about it. But it's a great skin. He's a freaking Minotaur, for Pete's sake. Like, come on. You gotta admit, that's kind of cool. So, like, I just have to throw it top tier. It's just got to be up there. It looks good. Plays good. Hammer's sick. Hammer's awesome. All right, wait a minute. I'm going to show this off. I'm going to show this off just for you guys because I have it. Okay? I don't think I ever played as it, but I have it because it looks sick. Look at it. Like the rope around his waist looks good. Like he's got like a leather tunic going on there. You know, like the gold kinda, but not really look. It's just, it looks great. It looks great. And he's a freaking bull, okay? Which makes sense. It's theme-wise, makes a lot of sense. And it's good. And then look at the hammer. Arguably the best weapon they got for Reinhardt. Arguably the best. It looks so good. Looks really good. Honestly, honestly it might be my favorite weapon in the game for Ryan because it just looks so good. It's got the OG hammer thought process, but it's really good. The top tier skin, S tier by far, and that is why it's at the top of the S tier. Or it's not the top of the S tier. It's at the bottom of the S tier because it deserves to be there. All right, next skin. All right. We got to do some, oh shit. We got to do some thought process about the skin, so I'm going to pull something up while I'm doing that. How's your day going? Leave it down in the comments. Thanks. I appreciate that. All right. 1. Conductor skin looks phenomenal. Phenomenal. Okay. Give me a second. Pulling this up. I don't know if you can hear that, but I just went into the thing. All right. Let's just emote real quick. All right. Let me show this off and why this is a top tier skin. All right, 2 things. 1, looks great. Looks lovely. Okay, it's like metallic. It's got nice flow. It looks good. The only bad part I'd say about it is the back of the legs are kind of too red. They need to be more metallic. That would make this skin a little bit better. But look at that chimney going out the top. Come on, no other skin has that, dude. Looks great. Here, let's get it in the light just to show it off. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Just look at it. Would you look at that? Looks great. Feels great. But the reason why this skin is not A tier and it is S tier is, are you guys ready for this? Turn on that sound. Everybody listen up. Keep your ears wide open. You hear that? Guy's a freaking freight train, dude. And that right there is why we have this as an S tier skin. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Because it's perfect. It's perfect. All right? And it's one of the best. And that's why it's one of the best. Because it's the best. All right? And one of the best is the best. And weird light. If you have this skin, just know you made a right choice. All right? And that's why it's S tier. The next skin we got in the S tier, out of the 5, 2020 Atlantic All-Star skin. Do I need to say any more? It is a W skin. Okay, I use this probably the longest time in Overwatch. All right, because it's a priceless skin, guys. Come on, look at it. Just look at it. Doesn't it look lovely? You know, very woodsy feel got going on. Like if you're ever in the woods as a kid, like you wished you had powers of like freaking tree roots or some shit. That's awesome. And look at it. It's got it. Look at the fur. The fur looks amazing. It's a marvel to look at. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Plus, you even got a cross going. Like it looks so great. So good. So good skin. And the hammer. You know what? Now that I think about it, this is the best hammer in the game. Yeah, I like the Minotaur one, but this one gives it a run for its money. By far. It is peak hammer right here. All right? This is the hammer to beat. One hammer to rule them all is this, because it's a freaking tree, man. It's a tree with big giant gems on it. It looks lovely. Playing it in game looks even better. It's just such a good skin. Can't get around it. Love it. Looks awesome. Priceless. And that's why it is in the middle of the S tier. Now, going up to the top 2, the big swingers. All right, you got Reinhardt. All right. Now, I don't have this skin. I didn't play in 2021. Okay, I played way before that and way after that. So I miss getting this, and I wish I didn't because it looks so good. All right, it is such a good looking skin. But actually, you know what? I'm gonna pull up an image for you guys just because I can't not give this thing the freaking love it needs because it is such a good skin. Just give me a second. Give me a second. My internet's a little something's wrong. Got it. We're good. We're good. Raynor. Boom. Raynor Ryan. Let me just grab up one of these pictures real quick. Oh, perfect. Found one. It's actually the original bundle, I think. All right. Ooh. All right, throwing that up there. Well, pow. Look at that. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. Look at the weapon. Doesn't it look sick? You can't look at that and say it doesn't look good. You know, it just does. Like, you got the freaking flamethrower nozzles on the back of the hammer. It looks gorgeous. All right. And frankly, love it. Looks like an astronaut. It's just cool. He's a spaceman. And spaceman got a big ass hammer. Looks dope. All right. If it ever comes back in the shop, you best bet I would forward like freaking $80 to get that skin. All right. Maybe that's too much. Maybe less than that. But you get the point. You know, it's a great skin. And that leaves us with our final skin to go over. And it is the best skin. It's the one that I rock. It's the brand new Imperious Reinhardt skin. Give me a second because there's a glitch or something like that. I don't know. But let's show this baby off right now. There we go. Look at it. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's too much gold, but it's perfect gold. Okay. You got like the sun thing right there. And if you're a Diablo fan like me, all the more power to you because it's fucking that much better. All right, all these other people around you that don't know Diablo and never freaking played any of the games, or they played one of them and Imperious wasn't even in it, okay? They don't know, all right? They don't know how cool this guy is. He's the best, all right? And even the little wings on the back, like I wish they were bigger and they like went down his back. That would have been cool, but it makes sense, okay? They got to have little tiny things. And I hate to say it, gameplay-wise, this is a pay-to-lose skin because when you're pinning, you cannot really see what's in front of you because of the wings, so... Just a disclaimer, when you get the skin, it looks good, okay? Sometimes it doesn't play good, but it looks good. You got like little chainmail underneath there too. It's flat out. It's a gorgeous skin, okay? I know people don't like it. Some people are like, oh, it looks awesome, but I never get it. It's because you don't understand, man. You don't understand. Look at this weapon. Like, it just looks sick. You know, it's Imperious's weapon. It looks great. It glows too. It looks awesome. It's also one of the two skins in this game that look really good with a gold weapon. Let's show that off. Boom. Look at it. It doesn't even change very much. Like, it just makes it a little bit brighter if you like that. Like, I personally don't. I like it a little bit more of the darker color, the darker gold. But hey, you like it, you like it. That's good for you. I'd say the only thing I hate about this is the shoulder pads are a little bit too big, but that's it. Okay, if they shrunk them down a little bit, I'd be a happier Joe. But even with that, it still looks freaking phenomenal. Like, it's so hard to find something wrong with this skin. It's difficult. It's difficult. And if you're a Diablo guy, like myself, okay, you love this skin, all right? And you better play it. If you're not a Diablo guy, okay, and you play the skin, great, okay? It's a great skin. I don't blame you, all right? But just know, if I run into you, I'm going to tank diff your ass because you're wearing the same skin as me. I want you to know that. Best bet, I will, okay? I'm looking at you. I'll come for you. All right? You have no idea. But that ends this off as the Gronarg Reinhardt skin tier list. I was thinking about doing some more tier lists, okay? And honestly, I think if I do it again, I'm going to have like a platform where I put them up as I go. All right? Like, I'm going to show them all on the bottom, and I'm just going to go one at a time, throwing them up in the list, I think is what I'll do. But honestly, I think for my first tier list video I've ever done, like, it's kind of like bad. Like, I did all this prior to like showing it, so I changed my mind a little bit on some things, but I couldn't like say it except for the 3 that I put up there. It is too even as well, and I probably shouldn't have done it as much as I did and think about like what I'd wear. Rather, I should have just listed them in a section that I think they belong in. Like, I would have changed a lot of things if I did that, but I didn't. Because, you know, for the good of the people, I wanted to leave it a little bit, you know, more out there for everybody instead of just myself. But either way, this is the tier list, okay? All right? And if you have any of those S tier skins, just know, good for you, okay? Awesome. You should be wearing them because they look awesome. Actually, you know, anything above C and up, I'd say you should wear. Anything below that, I think you should not touch with a 10-foot pole. Okay, unless you're trying to find a stable character. Like if you're like me, you know, and you see some character and you're just like, or you see some skin and you're just like, dude, I want to make that my own. I want people to know that it's me when you see that skin. By all means, use one of those bottom 2 tiers, because in that way they're good, because nobody else really likes them, and the people who do like them are whack jobs. So if you're not a whack job, boom, you're normal. Great. Like I know that one Bowie guy who hit #1 for Reinhardt like a week ago, which is crazy to think about. For tank placements, he wears that one Bloodheart skin, which I say is terrible, and it's a D tier skin. It smells like shit in my room right now, but that's okay. I'm not gonna get pissed. We're good. Everything's all right. All right, calm down, dude. I'm talking to you, not me. I'm good. Oh my god, what the fuck is he cooking? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I can't say anything. All right, but yeah, we're gonna end the video here. This is the list. All right. You like the list, you don't like the list, doesn't matter, okay? My list. And guess what? To me, it's the best possible Ryan tier list you could have, because it looks perfect to me. Perfect. Exactly. Perfect. Perfect. And guess what? We are almost to an hour, so I think for an hour to get all those skins in, and why I hate every single one of them, why they're all pretty decent. I kind of skipped over a few. I explained why I did it. I think that was a good thing. I also showed off a couple things, so it's just, there you go. There you have it. That is the Gronarg skin tier list for Reinhardt, my main. Hey, if you think of anything is wrong, or I should have changed or swapped up a couple, let me know down below in the comments. I will definitely be reading them all, and I will answer every single one of them, okay? Because that's what I do. If you ever want to comment anything, just know. If it's something I can answer to, I will answer to it. If it's not, I'll try to answer to it as much as possible. But yeah, leave a comment down below if you think something's different, or if one of the ones that are a little bit lower, you know, make your argument on why they should be better, or something like that, and I'll definitely take it into consideration. But as it stands, this is the tier list. These are all the skins belong. All right, and that's it. Hope you have a good day. Keep to the trees. Stay safe out there, y'all. Peace.